All right, so here we are out with Lulu and Jennifer. You can see that hand placement, the loose leash. There you see some flicks and some serpentine, some changes in direction. Okay, you can see how Lulu there is really starting to pay attention to where she is in relationship to Jennifer. Okay, she's really at that heel position. Oh, there she put a little tension on the leash, so we got a roll back. Okay, and you can see how after that correction, she's like, oh, where am I supposed to be? She's really starting to look for that no pressure, happy place at the side of your leg right there. You can see how her head gets a little bit ahead of the leg, okay? There, and just puts a little bit of, takes the bend out of that leash. Okay, that's why hand placement and that leash length is so important. Okay, so that as soon as the dogs start to get out of that comfort zone, okay, they start to feel that tension and they receive that quick correction. Okay, you can see there she's on that nice loose. There she's reaching the end of it. So there Jennifer did a change, right? She used one of those tools. She's doing the serpentine. Okay, we change up the tool, okay, based on how they're responding. Okay, there you can see there Lulu threw a little fit. She said, oh, I want this thing off. Okay, and she laid down and said, I just need a break. I need to stop. Okay, and she was pawing at her face, trying to get the nose band off. Okay, and we're okay that she wants to sit down. Okay, but also at the same time, we're not letting her choose what to do and how to do it, right? We recognize that she needs that break. Okay, so here you can see she was getting stressed about something. It's because we're coming up on some new animals up here, some new distractions, and you can see how focused she is on those distractions. And so we're just gonna wait for her. So we saw her energies go up, we saw a change in her, and so we didn't want or ask her for that change of energy. So we are then just gonna ask her for that reset. We're gonna ask her to come back down, to calm, and refocus. Okay, you can see Norma's here with me. She's doing a pretty good job as well. There she stood up without me asking. Oh, she stood up again without me asking, so we're gonna wait. And when we're ready, we'll follow along. Okay, but here we go. I think what they're seeing up there, there's just some construction equipment up on the hill by that other house. Oh, and some balloons. All right, so we're just out for our walk. This is how the walks go. Okay, lots of these direction changes here at first. Okay, this is really their first time getting this far out away from the house with adding these distractions. On day one, we don't get very far as distance goes because we're very busy adding in those tools, right? Kind of introducing them to those 5 tools. Okay, introducing them to the new leash. Okay, how things are gonna work. Okay, and we try to do that with as few distractions as possible, so they can start to learn what we want before we start to test them out in the open like we're doing a little bit today. So we're out here, we're not in a very crazy busy place. You can see we're really the only ones out this morning, which is good. We want as few distractions as possible here at the beginning. Okay, then as we feel like they're doing better and they're understanding what we expect of them more, then we will start to add more and more distractions. That goes for the time on the leash as well as time on the bed. Okay, as they are improving in their skills and understanding of what we want and our expectations, then we will begin to challenge them more with distractions and new environments and new scenarios, and we will start to push their limits and see how well they can handle things, and also what things trigger them and what things make it hard for them. Okay, and then once we realize that these things are hard for them, or animals, or we see things, or different people, or bicycles, okay, then we will begin to practice those by getting them so familiar and acquainted with that situation and that scenario that they no longer feel like they need to change their energy levels in said scenario or in said situation. So we'll discuss that more as we go, but for now, they're doing pretty good. Continuing to use those 5 tools, working on new distractions in new places, and we're doing pretty good.